loves. So today's video is something I am trying to start doing is having some sort of like nighttime routine, because I find getting to sleep pretty hard. I struggle with insomnia like most ASMR artists. And yeah, I'm gonna be trying to make some things into a habit to have like actual intentional wind down time. So I thought I could just take you with me. We could do that together. So yeah, the rest of this video is going to be like whispering, like a whisper voiceover, so it will be like better quality sound. But this is just a little intro on my phone, because here I am in my bedroom and I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. So come along if you want. So I wanted to start by just clearing my space, as my bed was a massive mess. So I just made it clean and cozy so that it would be a space I'd actually want to crawl into, and I didn't do the usual shove all the things to one side of the bed and then just sleep on the other side, because I do that sometimes. But yeah, I turned the big light off, and then I went to make myself a warm drink, and I really love our kettle because you can like see the water doing its thing, and I like to just watch it and watch the bubbles, and it just makes me think about how cool life is, and how does that even work, like a little miracle going on inside there. And it's nearly done, so it looks like a whole whirlpool of life going on. So yeah, I've just bought this reishi mushroom powder, which I actually am like trying it for the first time in this video. It's supposed to help you sleep and be good for your immune system, but I don't really know a lot about it. It's just something I'm trying out. It tastes kind of odd. It tastes very earthy. It's quite bitter, actually. But hey, I'm trying out different types of things. Also trying out lion's mane, which is supposed to be good for like focus if you've got ADHD.
honestly, I go through my own struggles, and I just try to create, like, from a place of genuinely connecting to you and sharing any helpful insights that I have when it comes to healing and stuff. But I want you to know I'm grateful. So I was just giving myself a little massage, just relaxing more and more. Oh yeah, I went to get this, like, this roller oil. It's called Good Night. It's essential oils. It smells like lavender and something else. It smells so good. I think smells can be really powerful if you use them like as part of a routine, because your brain will make the link between the smell and like knowing it's time to calm down, relax and go to bed, you know. So yeah, just massaging that in, just reconnecting and grounding my body, reminding myself that I am here in this body, and thanking it for everything it does for me. Having a little stretch. Just we forget sometimes that this body because I think I'm always like trying to run to get to the next step, you know, to feel like I'll be good enough when I get to the next step. But this practice is really about tuning into that gratefulness and the joy of being thankful for everything I already have. Just feeling the goodness, the greatness in what I already have right here and now. I tried to feel my feet on the earth and remember that beneath me is the whole planet, just rooting down, feeling supported by the earth, by the ground, remembering the nature all around me. Even if I can't see it immediately, just remembering I'm part of it. And just letting my hair down to get ready for relaxing night's sleep. I don't sleep well if my hair is up. I just gave myself a scalp massage, just pulling a little bit on the hairs. Feels really good. Just giving it a brush, which was much more just to relax me than for any kind of like aesthetic purposes or anything. Just like a scalp massage continued. And I think we forget that we can do this kind of things to ourselves. Like, we forget that we can give ourselves that little bit of love, that little bit of care and attention. It doesn't always have to come from outside, from something external. We can create a cozy atmosphere also with ourselves, which is something that I'm learning. We can affect the way our space feels with intention. So I decided to get a bit cozier and actually get into my bed. I just wanted to put my phone on plane mode. That is a really funny timing that there's a plane as I'm recording this. As I said that, yeah, I just put my phone off to one side so that I'd be less tempted to keep checking it. And decided to light a candle and just make things even cozier, just like more of the lights going off. I love to watch the fire, which just adds to that sense of grounding, of feeling in my body and connected to if those goals have already come true, and basically inviting the feeling, like the actual emotions and sensations into my heart, as if those things have already happened. So it's quite a powerful exercise. And that's what I was focusing on while I was drinking my tea. It's like, how do I want my life to look? What do I really want to reach? Where do I want to be? And imagining how it would feel if I was already there. I think it's powerful to do this like after doing a session of gratitude first, because it's hard to move forward and invite positive change into our lives when we do it from a place of like fear and lack, like a place of feeling like we don't have enough or we aren't enough. It's actually quite hard to then draw in positive things, because we are putting out that energy into the world that we are not enough and that we don't have enough, and actually that's only going to attract more of the same. So I'm finding it quite powerful to first invite gratitude and this sense of wholeness, completeness, focus on that joy, and then have a little session of like drawing in good things for the future. So then, just for fun really, I decided to pick a couple of like oracle cards for myself, and I imagined that these were going to be like a message for myself for the next day. So I sometimes read cards on my channel, and I always forget that I can just pick a card like for myself as well if I want to. I was originally just gonna pick one, but then two of them were kind of like staring at me, so I picked both of them. And again, I don't really believe in cards, but I like the serendipity of it, and kind of like always makes me think of a symbol of creativity. Together they represent fluidity and transition. The otter speaks to your inner child as she loves to play. If you feel stressed or down, ask the otter to bring her energy to you. Otters are high vibrational and curious beings. They are also fearless and can be called on for extra courage when you need it most. The otter is associated with initiations and transitions and marks big changes in life. New birth, new cycles of life, or saying goodbye to a loved one. Summon the otter and let her guide you through it. Okay, that felt really meaningful to me. Actually, really resonated a lot with all of these things. So I had a look at the next card that I pulled, which was the deer. The deer, which said trust and approach the situation with a light heart, which I felt was like a nice follow-on from what I had just read. Just getting myself a little bit comfier so I could get more and more sleepy. So this one says, the deer asks you to trust in the situation as it is unfolding. Your inner child wishes to connect to the side of you that has not forgotten the gentleness and wonder of life. Don't take yourself too seriously. Be gentle on yourself and others and check in with your intuition. If you do this, you will glide through situations with ease. Find the balance of being strong and determined, but soft and gentle at the same time. The deer lives from her heart center. The traditional symbol for the heart chakra is the deer, as she symbolizes love and harmony. Thus, she is asking you to take a step back, look at the situation through your heart, and trust in matters concerning yourself and others. Wow, so I really genuinely resonated with both of those cards that I pulled, so that was really nice, and I feel like they connected well to each other. A lot about my inner child going through the processes that it needs to. So I just put those away and I went to pee before getting into bed, which I highly recommend you do as well. You can always give the video a pause and just make sure you're all sorted out so that you are super comfy. And I just turned the lamp off and I was just left with the candle on, and I just finished off my tea before getting all snuggly and cozy, tucked into bed. This whole process was basically just winding myself down and coming back into the present moment, reminding myself that I am safe and loved and healthy. I have everything that I need, that everything is gonna be okay, that I am on the right path, wish for